Good morning, students of class 5. Students, I'm sure all of you are happy and healthy. Students, in my last video, I had explained and written the 3 exercises of language structure, and I'm sure all of you must have completed the exercise neatly in your book. Now, children, today I'm going to start with the Grammarly exercises of Lesson 8, Magnificent Mary. So all of you, please take out your Wordsworth English Reader book and turn to page number 79. Children, please take out your Wordsworth English Reader book, turn to page 79. Grammarly exercises of Lesson 8, Magnificent Mary. Now children, if you look at the table given on page 79, the table is based on tense. This is the table based on tense. And the first tense is the simple present tense, which we have already learned. And you need to keep in mind that simple present tense has got the subject-verb agreement. If your subject is singular, we add s or es to the verb. Whereas if our subject is plural, we use the root form of the verb after the subject. In present continuous tense, children, we use is / am or are plus the ing form of the verb. Whereas in present perfect tense, we use has or have with the past participle, that is the third form of the verb. Whereas in the past tense, children, in simple past tense, we use the past form of the verb, and in past continuous tense, children, depending upon the subject, we use was or were plus the ing form of the verb. And in past perfect tense, we use had plus the third form of the verb or the past participle form of the verb. The third tense is the future tense. In simple future tense, children, we use will plus the present form of the verb, that is the root form. Remember, in future tense, simple future tense, the verb always remain in its root form. Whereas in future continuous tense, we use will be plus the ing form of the verb, and in the future perfect tense, children, we use will have plus the past participle form of the verb. Now let's begin with exercise A. Exercise A is complete the following sentences using the correct forms of the verbs given in the brackets. And the first one, children, he dash, the form of verb we need to write, in Singapore tomorrow. And in the bracket it is given simple future tense. That means we need to fill in the blank with simple future tense. So, as per the formula of simple future tense, we use will be. So, he will be in Singapore tomorrow. Right? Will be in the first blank. Second, the rain dash stop, and this has to be done in And present perfect tense, that means we need to use has or have plus the past participle form of verb. So rain is always used as singular. So we will write over here, the rain has stopped. Stopped is the third form of the verb, the past participle. Then the third one, we dash go to our uncle's house last month. And in the bracket it is written simple past tense. Simple past tense. So simple past tense, we simply need to write the past form of go, that is went. So we will write, we went to our uncle's house last month. Then the fourth sentence, Sonam dash make a new dish. And we need to write this in present continuous. So the formula of present continuous is am or are plus the ing form of the verb. Now here the subject is Sonam, singular subject. So we will write is and ing form of make is making. So Sonam is making a new dish. Then the fifth one, carnations dash smell good. This we need to write in simple present tense. So here carnations is there, so we will use the root form of the verb. So carnations smell good. Then the sixth one, he dash sleep when the phone rang. This we need to write in past continuous tense. And the formula of past continuous tense is was or were as per the subject and the ing form of the verb. So over here the subject is he. So that means singular pronoun. So we will write he was sleeping when the phone rang. 7. The guest dash arrived when we reached. And this has to be done in past perfect tense. And past perfect tense, the formula is had plus the past participle form of verb. So the guest had, the past participle form of arrive is arrived. Then the eighth one, birds dash, chirp in the morning, when you go to a forest. And this has to be written in future continuous tense. And the formula of future continuous tenses will be plus the ing form of the verb. So we will write birds will be chirping in the morning when you go to a forest. And with this, children, we have finished our exercise A of Grammarly. And for this exercise, children, you need to learn this table of tense given on page number 79. I hope all of you have done. Now, I'm going to erase and I'm going to explain the perfect continuous tenses now. The perfect continuous tenses. In perfect, wherever the word perfect is written, children, that means, I'll just explain. Now, perfect continuous tenses. Present, the first is present perfect continuous tense. This expresses an action begun in the past and still continuing in the present. And the formula for present perfect continuous tenses has been or have been, depending upon the subject. If your subject is singular, you will use has been, and if your subject is plural, you will use have been plus the ing form of the verb. So has been oblique have been plus the ing form of the verb. And the examples, if you look at page 80, Mukesh has been teaching the students for half an hour. Second example, we have been working on this project since last June. Then the next is past perfect continuous tense, and the formula is had been plus the ing form of the verb after the subject. And past perfect continuous tense expresses an action begin and still progress at a given moment in the past. Example, children had been making a noise for half an hour. The teachers had been teaching the students since morning. Then the next tense is future perfect continuous tense. This denotes an action continuing beyond some given moment in future time. And the formula is will have been plus the ing form of the verb. Will have been plus the ing form of the verb. Example, the washerman will have been washing clothes since afternoon. Next example, I shall have been writing a letter for 5 minutes. With the subject I and we use shall. With the rest of the subjects, we use will. The common rule is has, oblique had, will have, plus been, plus verb, plus ing. Has, have, present perfect tense में plus the ing form of the verb. Past perfect tense में had plus the ing form of the verb, whereas in future perfect continuous tense we use will have been plus the ing form of the verb, and we use since or for to denote time. Now let's start with exercise B. Exercise B is fill in the blanks with the correct perfect continuous tense forms of the verbs given in the brackets. The first one. The child dash cry since morning. The child dash since morning. Since denotes time, and we will write the present perfect tense, that is the child has been crying since morning. Clear? Now the second one. By 15th April we dash work here for 10 years. So by 15th April we will have been working, क्योंकि by लिखा है, so future perfect continuous tense. So we will write will have been working here for 10 years. Now the third one. They dash live here for the last 6 months. So they dash live here for the last 6 months. So we will write they have been, present perfect continuous tense. They have been living here for the last 6 months. Then Hari dash stand at the door for 10 minutes. So we will write Hari has been, present perfect continuous tense, has been standing at the door for 10 minutes. Then the fifth one. He dash work in this college since 2015. So he had been working. If we write has been, that is also correct. So he had been working in this college since 2015. So with this, children, we have finished our exercise B of Grammarly, and I'm sure all of you have completed this exercise. Now children, I hope all of you have completed this exercise, children, and for this exercise you need to learn the formulas of the perfect continuous tenses given on page number 80. So with this, children, I end today's video. Do learn the formulas of the tenses. That's all for today. I'll be continuing with the creative writing in my next video. Thank you, children. Have a good day ahead.